My name is Rhonda Radford Adams, and I'm co-founder for the Museum of Cultural Arts Houston. I also serve as a program director for a healing arts program that we have within our organization. We use public art as a tool for community development and social awareness. So we involve and engage community constituents, whether those are students, community members, schools, professional groups. We involve and engage them in the process of being able to co-create public art so that they become the artist with us. Well, the relationship that we've formed with the Austin Bazaar has been phenomenal. It came by way of one of the employees with the company, knowing a little bit about what MOCAH did, and just thought it was a great fit. There were instruments that otherwise could not stay in storage, and they needed to be purged. We just thought it was going to be a lot of broken instruments, stuff that we could just create art from, because that was his initial idea. Although some of them were broken, many of them were still in repairable, conditions. And so we started to just think about how we could turn these musical instruments into opportunities for teaching and integrating more music programming into schools and community centers and throughout our communities. We've actually been able to, kind of organize and give to several different schools. Bruce Elementary School is one that's in our area. It's right, like 5 minutes away from our organization. And so now as a result, not only have we had a chance to gift 150 plus guitars, violins, drums to the students at the school, but they've actually started implementing a guitar program where they have volunteers coming in on Fridays to help teach. And now moving forward, going into the next year, they're actually talking about being able to allocate, enough time and resources for a guitar instructor. We've worked with the Houston AIDS Foundation to gift some musical instruments as well to their teams in their program. Another one of the music organizations that we've been working with very closely is the Conrad Music Foundation. And they have been an icon and a staple in our community. And they actually work with students in all the schools to teach them band, orchestra, and it's just phenomenal because, again, it's that opportunity to bridge the gap. I'd say out of all the instruments that we've gotten, 20% may be totally broken. And then once they go through the evaluation process, that other 80%, maybe 10 out of that ends up being the amount that ends up getting used to take parts off of. So then we have these raw instruments, if you will. One of the opportunities that we've come across in the last few months is invitations from other arts organizations that usually will call and ask, well, hey, do you all have any art to donate for our silent auction? We had a request, for instance, from a group in Houston called Ars Lyrica, and they specialize in a certain era of classical music. They invited us to participate in their gala, which was on New Year's Eve. We were able to actually take, particularly in this case, violins and even the baby grand pianos, and adorn them so that we put them into the silent auction as items. And it was such a great fit because that art spoke to the theme and the cause of that music organization. So it's really inspired a lot of our artists to consider ways to kind of think out of the box on how they can use these instruments to help raise funds for other organizations. Maybe there's some other groups that will see this and reach out to other music stores and, think to ask, hey, before you decide to, maybe consider just dumping that and sending it to a landfill, we'll take it off your hands. We certainly, on behalf of the Museum of Cultural Arts Houston and our board members, our artists, and all the kids and the families and the communities that have been able to receive these gifts, we really, really appreciate the Austin Bazaar's thoughtfulness at being able to think of us to be the benefactors for this. Just so etched in my heart. We really, really appreciate it, and we commend you all for it.